This you can start doing with me. So a constant is generally, a value whose, it is a like a variable, but in case of a variable, the value keeps changing in the memory. But in the case of a constant, what happens is once you give some value to it, that value will not change during the execution of the program. It remains constant. So, like for example, this pi value is what we use in our mathematics. That value is never going to change. It is always 3.14 only. So that pi we can declare it to be a constant, and we can assign one value to it. Okay, you have to give the constant keyword here, and you can say constant pi 3.14, and like if I want to use it inside my declare the value for it, and this value will not change, and then you can put it inside the print function, and you can wherever you need it, you can just use that pi value. So this is what is meant by a constant. Okay, the contrary to what a variable is, constant value will not change. Yeah,
seems like Ravi is having some issue. He's saying, please let me.
Okay. Please let me in. Okay. He's waiting in the room. Okay, I just got the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Batma, sorry I was late.
No, it's okay. We thought we just took a quick recap of what we did yesterday, and two more type of operators were there. We finished that.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. You can type this in the meantime, all of you. This is what we mean by a constant, some particular value, or let us say it is some it is a type of variable only, but in the case of a variable, the value keeps changing, but the constant's value will never change during the execution of the program. So you can declare constants in a program we're using the keyword constant, and then wherever we require that value, we can call it in our program. Okay, so just try this program in the meantime. So let's go to the next concept now today. So the print function is something which all of you have been using right from the day one. We have been talking about how to use the print function. So this print function has, the use of the print function is whatever we want to show output on the screen, we always use the print function. Now, for this particular function, there are some more extra attributes which you can use. Okay, so I'll show you the how to use this print function with the help of this separator. I'll write the program in the Jupyter notebook. You can also do so, all of you. Okay, this pi program, actually constants are generally in Python. What happens is we declare them in a different file and then recall them in our program. So on Jupyter Notebook, it's not going to work like this. So let us leave it for the time being and go to the next one. The print
Okay.
function. Yeah.
Yeah, even I got this same error.
Yeah, that is because generally what happens is all constants are declared in a separate file. And
Okay.
whenever we require, we just call them inside our Python programs. So I still
Ah.
haven't showed you how to write a .py program for you in Jupyter Notebook. So for the time being, we'll keep this aside. Just know that you can declare a constant and recall it within our program whenever we want it. So
Sure.
yeah. So let's just go to the print function now. Here, what you see on the screen is I've given one separator here, right? Can you see that within quotes there is a separator? So whenever you give this particular separator in any print function, what happens is it will like hello will come. After that you will have a separator, and after that you will get the second value, that is the how I'll just show it to you. See, this is how you get it. So whatever you take within this, inside this, that will come as the separator between hello and how are you. So
Okay.
yeah, it is actually depends on how you want your output to look like. So if you know that the option is there, you can use it in your programs. Now the other one is, if supposing I want this hello, and after that there's one more print statement. So between this hello and the next print statement, if I want a new line to be inserted, then I will use this end. End equal to. So the /n stands for new line. Okay, whenever we want to introduce a new line, I can use /n. So like that, we have /t also. The t will introduce between one string and another string. It will leave some tab space. Okay, this is called as tab space. You can try this one also. Okay, you see hello, and then it will leave some this much of space, and then after that, how are you? It is printing. So depending on how you want your output, you can make use of these print functions. Change the separator also if you want and try. This is how you get it. I hope you could do it, all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, doing.
I didn't get this end T. Second line NT.
If you add this, what happens is, can you see between hello and how are you, there is some space that's been left.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that is
Yeah.
the tab. The tab which we all use, no?
Oh,
That is
tab.
the tab space it will leave. If you say n, it will insert a new line.
And from the third row, it got the how are you.
Yeah, those if I say n here, now what will happen? After hello, a new line will be inserted, and after that, how are you will be written.
Okay.
Raviji, you can in the meantime write this one also. You can execute. You can write it and do it. Yeah, I was just telling
Okay.
them the in operator and the not in operator. Okay.
Okay.
So if you just want to see if a particular value is present in a given collection, here we declared one list and we were checking to see if mango is there in this list or not. I can use this in. Okay. And if you want
Okay.
to, yeah, and a not in is opposite of it. So these two you
Okay.
can check out.
Sure.
Um, Right. Now the next thing which we have to know is supposing if you want to take any input from the user. Okay. So if you want to take any input from the user, you have to or like what do you mean by taking input? Supposing I'm writing a program in which I'm asking the user to enter his name and his age, and after that I want to print that name and age on the screen. So to take input from the user, you have to use what is called as an input function. So inside the input function, you can prompt him. Like what is the prompt here? Like supposing that prompt will be some string. Like in my case, in this program here, I said input, enter any number. Okay, that prompt is nothing but the string. If you want to ask him to input the age, you can say enter your age. Or if you want him to ask for the name or something, in the prompt string, you can say enter your name. So whatever you put inside that input, that that um, that will be what the user will see, and Python will expect that after that prompt string, the user will be inputting some value. Okay, just put it in the program and see. So here, what did I say? Input, enter any number. So when this happens and when I execute this, just see this. Here Python is waiting for him. It is given you one box, and inside the box you are supposed to be entering some number. Okay. And after you enter it, you press enter, then Python is again giving you the print statement. In that it is saying the number you have entered is 34. So this whatever you write inside this input, that is what is the prompt string which the Python is asking the user. Okay, so that, like I said, you can write anything here. You can say input, enter your name. Just try to do along with me. Yeah. Vidya, I hope nobody had any doubts.
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay. Okay, now to actually use this in our program, what we'll do is I'll show you. Supposing I want to calculate the square of a number, asking the user to input the number, and after taking the number, I have to calculate the square of that number and show it on the screen. This is what I want to do. First, I'll ask the user enter any number, and when he's entering the number, I'm going to calculate the square of that particular number, and I'm going to print it on the screen. Okay. So how will I do it then? I'll say X input. Now, what happens is when he is entering something in this particular prompt, okay, that usually it is in the form of a string. Python will take it to be a string. So we have to convert that into an integer because we have to calculate the square of that, right? So if it takes it to be a string, Python will give you an error message. So we have to convert whatever the user is giving in that prompt box. We have to convert it into an integer and then do our mathematical operations on that. Okay. So input, enter any number. And then now you can print x multiplied by x. This is capital X, small x. Okay, so supposing I take 3 now. it will give me 9. This is how we generally use this input function to take input from the. So now let us just see if you don't put the int, what will happen. In fact, you only check it out. You check it out and see what will happen if I don't take the int from.
Okay.
Okay, once you finish this, I want all of you to take two numbers from the user, calculate the sum of those two numbers and show it on the screen. As you have to write two input statements, take two numbers from the user, calculate the sum, and then print it on the screen. That is what your task will be. Now, once you finish this,
Okay.
and if this meeting will end, I think in under 10 minutes, let's rejoin the same link.
Yeah, ma'am, got it.
Okay. Okay. Now I try the next one, the one which I just told you now. Ask the user to enter two different numbers, calculate the sum, and then show it on the screen.
I'm getting a error like it can only concatenate string, not integer string.
Yeah, that is if you don't take the int now.
No, I put int, but still it's
Did
giving
you
error.
did you close the brackets and all that?
Yeah. I think I did.
Input. Inside that, the prompt will be in inverted quotes, double inverted quotes.
Yeah. I gave everything.
So first you have to write your input statement. After that, put brackets
Yes.
and write
yes.
int. Then you will not have that syntax error.
Put the chat. I just pasted the error message here. Just let me know what is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
error.
yeah.
Maybe I had to
Can
put.
only concatenate string, not int. Okay, you are trying to. Okay, input, enter the number.
First line, I got the input, but while printing,
No, no. What is this 2y here? That is the
sorry,
line numbers, is it? Here the 2y, y is equal to you wrote. These are the line numbers over 2, 3 and all are line numbers, I think. That you are here, your x, where is the x? X is, have you taken it to be a,
yeah. The X is line 1. I got the. I was able to get the input, but while printing, I got this error.
can you put it again? The sum is then z. What is z here? Okay. See, your z is a number and this is a string, right? The sum is this whole thing is a string and you're saying plus sign. So it is telling you that it can concatenate only strings. That is a number.
Okay.
So you can put a comma there.
Where to put a comma?
Instead of this plus. Plus what happens is if you have two strings,
Mhm.
then we can concatenate those two strings. But Z is a number, not a string in your case.
Okay.
Right? So that is why it is saying I cannot take a string and add it to a number.
Okay. Got it.
So instead of the plus
for-
sign, put a comma.
okay, for the display. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
for display. In the last fourth print statement, fourth one.
Yeah, got it.
Ma'am, I do get error, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm got it.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, just put it here. You got it now?
Yes, madam, I
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, you just show it now, Vidya.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, allow my screen share, ma'am.
Hmm. Which one? There are two in this. Two Vidyas are there. Okay, I have to make you host. Which one is it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Two Vidyas it is showing. Just check.
First one, ma'am.
Okay, just check that. I made you the host.
Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. See. Ma'am, is this visible?
I don't think so. I'm not able to see it. Now I'm getting the message. Vidya started screen sharing. Yes. Okay.
In this, I got error.
Now
ma'am.
say now your error is Vidya. I was telling you now this when you are entering it in the prompt box with this input function, what happens is it is taken to be a string. Okay. Now what you are
Okay.
doing, you are trying to do x into x, which is a mathematical operator which can be done only on numbers.
Yeah, ma'am.
So that is why I said you have to convert this into an integer. Integer first.
Integer.
So you have to put before this bracket, you have to put int. Then your error will go.
Int.
Before this first circle bracket is not there. On the top.
First line.
Okay.
On the top, just before the circle, put int. Okay, so 1 to 2 brackets are closed. Now you enter the number. Yeah, control
Yeah, ma'am.
enter. Now you got it. Now the same way I
Yeah,
was asking you to ask the user to enter two numbers like this, and then you calculate the sum of the numbers and print them on the screen.
Okay, ma'am. Just check this also, ma'am.
If this is done, you can do that next one also. I'll just in the meantime I'll share my screen again.
Okay. Ma'am, this is also, ma'am. I got syntax error.
Here what you did now, I think
I see
one
started
place,
with
yeah,
double
one
quote and ended with single
ended
quote.
with a single quote. Exactly. Change that. You both should be the same type. You start with the double quote here, you end also, and you also did the okay. If you convert it into integer, na, you don't
Yeah,
use
ma'am.
a plus sign there. Just put a comma there. Once you write
Comma, ma'am.
int here in front of x will now
Um.
become an integer. So you cannot, add a string to a number. So you have to say comma. Then what will happen?
Oh.
First, it will show you the name you have entered is, and after that, it will show you that number x there. So remove that plus and put a comma there.
Okay, ma'am.
And change that, not like that, double quotes. Take away that single quote. Single both are single quotes, then it's okay. That put a comma now. Okay, and press Control Enter. And change here, you have to change that x also into an integer. Put int there. Yeah, there. No. After it, just before input. You have to put, just like how you did down, na, Vidya,
Okay.
in 14th cell. Same way you have to write that int there. Not there, Vidya. See the second in 14th cell, how did you write? Same way you have to write it there. Otherwise, you cut and
Okay.
paste the same
In
thing.
bracket.
Yeah, just before that. You write int and then put the brackets. Okay, I hope the others have finished.